this is Megan Melton, and this is my Module 12 reflection. This module is particularly interesting to me, not only because I intend to understand this when I'm teaching in the classroom, but because I have 4 children that this potentially could affect. If you turn on the national news, it doesn't take long before you see a student or teacher who has personally experienced scary situations that may have come about because of a lack of internet safety. As educators, I believe that we have some of the most precious belongings to people, and keeping them safe is our number one priority. In the age of technology, educators must take the time to ensure that students can safely use the very technology we are using to educate them. If you look at this from only the perspective of a student's interaction with another, though, you could be missing another potential safety concern: content. Knowing the content and source of the information that students are using is imperative. The internet is a wonderful thing, but it has so much that is not appropriate for young children. What is seen cannot be unseen by a child. That is why it is so important for a district to adopt content filters to mitigate the risk of what students can access that is not age or school appropriate. So back to my original statement. If these children are so important to me and others, it should be natural that I would ensure that they can safely access all content and technology available in my classroom. Furthering this idea, I believe that knowledge is power, and as an educator, it will be important for me to teach the students how to properly use, access, and distribute information. By using the information properly, I am in reference to what do you do with the information that you have researched or read. If the information is for a project or assignment, do I search for the content, and how do I document the information into a format that is desired by the teacher? At all ages, this can be done to accomplish future researchers of information. I would also teach them that sharing information with anyone through media is not okay. It seems like there was a time that we told students not to share information on the internet, but that doesn't cover apps and devices that are connected. I believe that if we focus only on the internet, then we can potentially leave a gap in safety. Finally, I think it's important to teach students how to distribute information and how important it is to realize that once information is distributed via online, it is always there for someone to access. I believe that this is so important for today in the most case that people don't realize that digital information technology never goes away, and there can be a safety issue when people don't understand this. I found the NetSmart online training program a great exercise. I do believe that it would be beneficial to all educators that use any connected media. Teaching digital citizens, as I stated earlier, is something that I take very seriously, and in today's education world, we must teach students that connected devices are connected to real people and require the same principles and concepts of respect as direct contact interactions. The program is relevant and will become even more relevant as we continue moving into a more connected world. The main points described in the youth safety article, and as I see it, can be categorized into 3 main topics: cyberbullying, sexual content, and privacy, and how it directly relates to students. Cyberbullying is a real issue and has become more prevalent as connected media has become mainstream. If you think about it, students many times rarely are disconnected from friends, schoolmates, and even students for other districts due to apps like Instagram, Snapchat, and even Facebook. It is important to understand this because these children may very likely experience cyberbullying at a young age and need to understand how to respond. It is also important for students to understand that cyberbullying should be reported to teachers, parents, or a responsible adult. Sexual content and exposure to sexual content on the internet and connected media is a topic that could be taught over an entire semester, in my opinion. I think that the best defense when it comes to this is prevention and educating about navigating. It is scary what a student could potentially be exposed to at such a young age, and makes this even more important to monitoring and mitigate potential exposure. Keeping children safe when using technology begins with educating them about privacy, and that there are steps that all digital citizens should take to protect their privacy. Thanks so much for listening to my reflection and exercises that we completed.